This is the Stop the Steal Caravan. We're going state to state, state capital to state capital, letting the people know that we're not going to let the Democrats steal this election from us. Donald Trump was reelected in a landslide, and the fake news media and the Democrat Party are trying to steal it right now. And we've had thousands of people show up nationwide in protest of this election theft. Columbia! Columbia, South Carolina! How are we doing tonight? This is the Stop the Steal Caravan, and we are protecting the re-election of President Donald J. Trump. USA! 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 Something cool here, don't you think? Yeah. You guys want to do something with me here? Who wants to sing the Star-Spangled Banner with me right now? All right, let's get it going. I'm sorry, my voice is a little rough, so you guys are going to have to do the heavy lifting for me, okay? Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light, voice so proudly we hailed, and the stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. Oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs were singing, came through to the night. That our flag was still there. Star-Spangled Banner yet wave o'er the land, the free. Thank you, Columbia, South Carolina. The entire world is watching right now. We've even had journalists from around the world join us on this caravan. So let the whole world hear us loud and clear who the leader of the free world is. USA! 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 Look at this crowd we got here. We got a huge crowd out here, and we were able to do all of this while being banned by social media. No mainstream news promotion at all, and yet here you are, and here we are. So we're gonna let some of our caravan people catch up here, and we're gonna do a little presentation on the steps. Do they have us locked down, or can we go up to those steps? We can go up. We may have better lighting right here. So we're going to get set up. We're going to do a little presentation because we believe that our election was stolen from us. We believe, in fact, no, we know that Donald Trump was reelected in a landslide. And we now know, not only did we elect Donald Trump in a landslide in 2020, we did it in record fashion with 73 million votes. And they expect us to believe that some decrepit old child molester hiding in his basement beat us? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. But you know what? We're witnessing history right now. America's rising up. Just look at you out here tonight. Many Americans are drawing their line in the sand when they see... Isn't that sweet? Don't we love those people? Don't we just love those people that run by and then they give you the middle finger and they tell you to F off? They're so tolerant, aren't they? But so here's what we're going to do. We're going to let some of our caravan members get parked here, and we're going to do a little presentation right over there. And if you guys stick around, we're going to, after the presentation, we're going to take pictures. You can take pictures in front of the truck. We'll get it set up somewhere. And while I'm getting down and out of this vehicle to get set up right there, let's give a big round of applause and a hero's thank you to the police officers who are out here tonight. Thank you, guys. Back the blue! Back the blue! Back the blue! All right, let's get this party started.
Owen!
All right. Gotta turn it on first. How are we doing tonight? Yeah! All right, we're gonna do a little presentation here of just how they stole this election, at least one of the ways. And it's so easy for me to do this. All I have to do is go to their own mainstream news publications and show you the graphs. It's kind of like a first grader could do this, but you know what? We gotta do it because the mainstream news won't. What do you think right in front of this statue? How about right over here? Over here in the light.
That's the George Washington right there.
Yeah, right.
That's George Washington on the lower left.
Can you see a good light though there?
I got a light on you.
Yeah. Okay, all right.
What do you say we go hang out with old George Washington up here, huh? Yeah! I'm going to need a couple of sign-holding models tonight, so if anybody wants to volunteer,
Yes, sir.
step on up to the front.
I'm right here, Owen.
USA! USA! USA!
Thank you. Yes, sir. Keep it warm.
All right, let's get everybody set up on these stairs here. And let's make sure you can get a good view. By the way, my name is Owen Schroyer from InfoWars.com. This is the Stop the Steal caravan. And we are taking it to D.C. to stop our elections from being stolen from us by Chinese communist agents. It's not going to happen under our watch. And we appreciate that the president understands that we have his back and he's not conceding in this rigged election. Thank God. Thank God. Hey, is everybody going to be able to see?
Maybe
What's up?
get closer to here and have everybody back down off the steps a little bit.
Yeah, so everybody just go on the main ground here so we can do our presentation. Come on, everybody gather around. We're gonna have a little story time, all right? Little story time here. I'll even put. I probably should not talk as loud, so I'll even do a story time voice, like NPR. All right, I need someone to volunteer. Where are my signs at? Where are my signs at?
We got one right here.
Step on up, bud. Step on up. Where are my signs at? Hey, why don't we get another volunteer up here? Right here. Here we go. This young lady right here. Get her a sign.
You can take mine if you want.
Let's start off in Wisconsin tonight. How about that?
Yeah.
No, give me the Wisconsin. There we go. Yes, that's the one. There it is right there. Okay, can everybody see this graph right here? Everybody see that?
Yeah.
So, before they say this is a conspiracy theory, this is actually the New York Times, which is fake news, but this is the New York Times election graph right here, okay? So we're gonna show you exactly how they tried to steal this election right in front of your face. Now, if you notice something on this graph, right here, what happens the entire day in Wisconsin? The whole day, what's happening?
Redford's Law.
Trump is winning. Amazing. All day in Wisconsin. We're voting. He's winning. We're voting. He's winning. We're voting. He's winning. His lead is growing and growing and growing all throughout the night. And then magically, At 5 a.m. in the morning, we have what I'm now calling vote Viagra for Joe Biden. You see how it goes straight up right there? Look at that. That's what we call vote Viagra. You got to get Joe Biden up. So Biden is down all day. Trump is increasing his lead all day. And as America gets ready to go to bed in the dark of night, in the wee hours of the night, magically, Joe Biden gets some vote Viagra, and then is perfectly ahead of Donald Trump. And then they call the election for Biden in Wisconsin.
Bullshit!
Do you guys believe that vote Viagra right there? No! Do you guys think that Joe Biden won Wisconsin? No! Are you guys going to be celebrating when they announce they're going to do a recount in Wisconsin? Yeah! And do you think that Wisconsin is going to go to President Donald J. Trump? Yeah! I think so too. So they're not going to get away with this step. We caught them. We caught them. All right, let's move on to Michigan. Can I please get Michigan here? Thank you. There you go. You can put the other one down. You're doing great, by the way. Incredible, even. Don't even worry about the damage to that sign. What is it? Dawn? All right, Dawn's doing a great job here. From Alabama.
17-17!
From Alabama. Who else here? Who here is from Florida? Who here is from South Carolina? Who here from North Carolina? Who here is from America? Do you have any questions? You named your dog Trump. She named her dog Trump. Does it have blonde hair? Not a golden retriever. Does he talk like Trump? Has he fired you yet? Alright, she hasn't been fired. Alright, we need to focus here. We're in class story time here. So, this is Michigan now. Now, you're going to notice some similarities here between Michigan and Wisconsin. Now, what do we see here that is similar to Wisconsin and Michigan? President Trump is winning all day long. Look at that. Winning, 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 winning. Even extending his lead. Extending his lead. Miraculous. President Trump, you're thinking you're going to bed. You know, you just put the kids to bed. You're just ready to get some sleep. It's an election night. And you're like, you know what, I just need to get some bed. I got to get up for work in the morning. And then you wake up and you see magically at 5:30 in the morning that Joe Biden got some vote Viagra.
Bullshit!
Got some vote Viagra right there. But you know what? It wasn't even enough. The vote Viagra wasn't even enough, so they had to keep voting. That's why Michigan was called later than Wisconsin. It took them an extra hour to get enough votes for Biden in Michigan. But then what happened? Just like in Wisconsin, they kept voting and voting and voting until Biden had the lead. And then what did they do? They called the election. They called the state of Michigan for Joe Biden. But you know, I look at this graph. Something seems off about that graph to me, doesn't it? Does that seem normal to you?
No!
You don't think that there's a little vote Viagra going on there? A little cheat job there? Do you guys think that Joe Biden won Michigan?
No!
Do we need to see a recount, do you think, in Michigan?
No!
Do you think President Donald Trump won Michigan?
Yeah!
And do you think we're going to find that out when they complete the recount?
Yeah!
Boy, oh boy, this is bad news for Joe.
Illegal!
This is bad news. You saw what happened, didn't you? They gave him Pennsylvania, and he had over 270, and then they took Pennsylvania from him, and now he's confused. He doesn't know what's going on.
He's confused anyway!
Did you see him when,
He's in the basement!
He thinks he's running for dog catcher. Did you see him though? Did you see him when they had the fireworks going off at the fake Biden celebration, and he looked up, he was like Hillary 2.0, except he's like a plastic corpse. He looks like a plastic corpse.
Adrenochrome!
But you know what?
He's sleepy!
I think you're right, because now that Biden doesn't have Pennsylvania and he's going to lose Wisconsin and Michigan, I don't really see a path to victory for old Joe. Do you?
No!
A path to jail? Yeah. Did you say lock him up? had two or three on CNN over the weekend. They do not look very comfortable, do they? They look pretty weak right now, don't they? You know what's amazing? Hey, think about this before. We'll take a little halftime break here. We have more graphs to show you here, okay? You're going to learn something tonight. But you know what? This is amazing, guys. This is a bigger event here tonight with no mainstream media promotion, total ban on big tech, and 48 hours notice. This is a bigger event than any Joe Biden rally in 2020. I'm beginning to wonder who even voted for this guy. I'm wondering who even voted for this guy. Actually, you know what, though? We have to be honest about things. Trump did have a major oversight. He did not campaign to get the dead vote. And that's why Joe Biden dominated the dead vote. But you know, it's amazing, though. Did you see how many Confederate soldiers voted for Joe Biden? The Confederacy came out for Joe. You just didn't hear about it. So it's amazing, though. He doesn't get credit. Did Michael Jackson vote for Biden?
Maybe.
Did Epstein vote for Biden, too? Elvis voted 8 times for Biden.
Joe Biden sleepy.
Yeah.
Joe Biden sleepy.
Joe Biden.
Joe Biden sleepy.
Sleepy, creepy, quid pro quo Joe. Sleepy, creepy, Uncle Touchy.
Yeah, what a weirdo.
Hey guys, real quick, if your car is parked on the road, the police are going to either have to have you towed or you're going to have to move your vehicle. There's parking on, you said this side? That side or that side of the Capitol. So just be mindful, just park in the parking lot. If your car is stopped in the road, they are going to have to call a tow truck on you. So anyway, where were we? Sleepy Joe, I think you were saying, right? No, that's not good enough. That's not good enough. P.O. Joe! P.O. Joe! P.O. Joe! P.O. Joe! P.O. Joe! P.O. Joe! Have you guys seen the videos where Joe Biden, he goes around, he like gropes the little kids and like sniffs their hair and stuff like that? You see that sick stuff? And then he goes on the mainstream news during an event and he says, "Oh, the kids used to rub my legs and bounce on my lap." What kind of sick freak is this? What in the hell is wrong with this guy? He's losing it though. He really is. Hunter Biden? Hunter Biden? Is Hunter out there somewhere? You seen Snort Snip, you call him? Trump calls him the vacuum. No, actually though, no. It was, I believe it was Robert Clinton who said that Bill Clinton was like a vacuum cleaner. He did so much cocaine.
Hunter's in Oregon.
So, I mean, Hunter's just trying to keep up. But think about this. There was more of an FBI involvement and investigation into whistleblowers that helped Project Veritas expose election theft than there ever was into Hunter Biden. Isn't that sick? Yes. That's the swamp that we're talking about right there. That's the swamp. Kyle Rittenhouse rots in a prison cell while Joe Biden gets to pretend like he just got elected president. It's really sad that this is what it's come to, but you know what? We've got more graphs to show you here because you've been holding that the whole time, Don? Oh my gosh, incredible. The endurance. Oh, you're used to this. You're a school teacher. Is this class a little more rowdy than your normal classes? She says you guys are too well behaved, actually. These kids these days. All right, so we actually, notice how they always shriek, like they sound like penis or hell, you notice it? Like it doesn't even sound normal. Yeah, like they sound like they're dying. Like they're like weeping or wheezing from death or something.
You're mentally ill.
Man. But you know what? Hey, look, they don't even come to our events anymore. They don't even come. I used to go to Trump rallies in 2016. They'd always have people show up. They don't even come anymore. We're absolutely kicking their ass.
Which is a
Soros ran out of money, I guess. No, we're absolutely dominating, but that's why they have to cheat. So let's go back to the purpose here tonight, to stop the steal. Now, sometimes you know that you're going to get lucky at night. And so you pop the Viagra before the activities, you know what I'm saying? And so in Pennsylvania, Joe Biden did a little extra dose, extra special vote Viagra here. And if you notice on this graph, look at that. Right out of the gates, Joe gets right up. You know what we call those? Mail-in ballots. Mail-in ballots, which they've now discovered 40% less on the algorithm, on the signature to verify. 40% less. And then we found out it was 90% less on the human signature, human verification. So, I mean, Elmo probably voted and signed it Big Bird. 80 times in Philadelphia, most likely. You didn't realize that, but look. He goes with the early vote Viagra in Pennsylvania, but it wasn't enough, folks. Look at how quickly Donald Trump made up the early vote Viagra, and then was consistently leading all night. Look at this. This bottom graph is the vote disparity. So basically, that's the difference in the two candidates. Notice how Trump was surging. Surging. It's like a Trump mountain in Pennsylvania. But see, they had a different game in Pennsylvania. They had a different game. The Democrats closed the polls at 7 o'clock at night, and then they kept voting for 7 more nights. So they voted, and 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 they counted, and they counted, and they counted until perfectly, magically, ladies and gentlemen, a work of magic, Joe Biden finally gets his lead, and then they stopped counting in Pennsylvania. Isn't that amazing? Count votes till Biden gets the lead, and then call Pennsylvania for Joe Biden. Now tell me, does that seem a little suspicious to you? Does that look a little suspicious? Like, I don't know, someone is trying to cheat, maybe? Keeping the ballots open for their votes only? Not letting poll watchers in? You hear about that? Not even letting poll watchers in. We have these people on video filling out ballot after ballot after ballot for Joe Biden, right in front of our face. Right in front of our face. And you know what the funny thing is? These liberals, they're so dumb. They don't even realize they upload it on their social media. And they brag about it. And they brag about it.
Lock them up!
And they should be locked up. And there is an ongoing DOJ investigation. The problem is we got to get Chris Wray out of there. We got to get you out of there. We'll get rid of them. We'll get rid of them. De Blasio's daughter, that's a real freak. Oh yeah, she said, De Blasio's daughter said, yeah, Biden stole the election. I mean, duh, hey, you know what? Maybe she's not that dumb after all. Hey, that was on InfoWars. But so, that was on InfoWars, yes. That's the kind of information they're trying to ban. But so what? So let me ask you guys, do you think that Joe Biden won Pennsylvania? No, I don't either. Do you think that we need to audit the vote in Pennsylvania? And do you think when we have a fair count of the vote in Pennsylvania, do you think Donald J. Trump will win Pennsylvania? Uh-oh, you know what that means for creepy Uncle Joe, right? No path to victory. That's right, back to the basement. Back to the basement. But it didn't stop there, guys. It didn't stop there. Look at Georgia. Look at what they did to us in Georgia.
Criminal!
Once again, the early vote Viagra, millions of mail-in ballots, just shoot right up for Biden. Incredible. Look, excellent, Don. Thank you. We didn't even practice this. We didn't even practice this.
His numbers are almost as high as Hunter.
Isn't that amazing? The early, as high as Hunter in China. That's like peak. That's peak high for Hunter. He's in an opium den right now. We're not sure if he's alive. So amazing though. So here we are in Georgia. Now, again, the early vote Viagra for Biden wasn't enough. Now, please consult the bottom out there, Don, if you would. Now, look at the massive lead that Trump develops over the course of Election Day. Massive lead. Massive, massive, massive. And then what did they do? They closed the polls at 7 p.m., and then the Democrats kept voting and counting and voting and counting until what? Altogether, class, Biden had the lead. And then what did they do? Stop counting and call Georgia for Biden. Isn't that amazing? So they expect us to believe that with hundreds of thousands of magic ballots in Michigan and Wisconsin in the dark of night, perfectly edging out Donald Trump. Perfectly. And they expect the same thing happened in Georgia and Pennsylvania with late arriving ballots. They're literally wheeling in suitcases of ballots, wheeling them into the polling locations, and then what happens? Magically, just as soon as Biden pulls ahead, just miraculously by one vote, they stop counting. And they expected this happened. They expect us to believe this happened in all 4 states. They really expect us to believe that? I don't think so. And guess what? America isn't buying it. And even Fox News is trying to sell us this bill of goods, and we're saying, no. So here's what I suspect. I'm hoping we have this by Saturday, but sometime in the next 2 months, I expect the states of Wisconsin, Michigan, Pennsylvania, and Georgia will all make a statement. that Donald J. Trump carries the electoral votes for those 4 states and therefore is once again elected President of the United States. And then the leftists we can't even imagine. Just imagine what they've done. They've given the left the trophy. See, that isn't this what it's all about, though, for these people? Just getting things that they've never earned. And that's what's turned them into these weird psychos who want to control our lives.
Keep the plywood up.
What do they call it? The award generation for doing nothing? What do they call it?
Participation trophies.
Participation trophies, that's right. So they get the participation trophy for Joe Biden. They really think they won. They're hopping around D.C. By the way, what happened to that COVID? Anybody heard of COVID for a while? Isn't that incredible how COVID just disappears when it's convenient? It'll be back. It'll be back.
Killed COVID.
It'll be back. Don't worry. It'll be back. You know, a new Hunter Biden email will come out with him and like his daughter or something, and they'll say, "Oh, COVID, COVID, COVID. Don't look over here. Don't look over here. You can't even look at this. In fact, only we can look at this. We're CNN. We're the most trusted name in news." They said. Who's now? Guess what? We were going to go to CNN in Atlanta, but we told they abandoned their building and boarded it up. Because they're so scared of their own minions burning Atlanta to the ground in case Trump wins, which inevitably is about to happen. Hey, real quick, guys, if you have a 2011 Honda Civic, your name is Jeff, Texas license plate LFS 0836, please move your vehicle. I'm pretty good at this PA stuff, right? Yeah. That's not bad. Where did Dawn go, by the way? Dawn, thank you. Round of applause for Dawn. Great job. So here's the deal. We're traveling the country right now, Stop the Steal Caravan, and we're heading to D.C. It's going to be a million MAGA marches, what they're calling it. Who here is joining the caravan and heading to D.C.? We're picking up a lot here in South Carolina, huh? So tomorrow we're going to be in Raleigh, North Carolina at the Capitol building. We're going to be in Richmond, Virginia at the Capitol building. The caravan is growing. And then Friday and Saturday in Washington, D.C., where I've had a vision of 1 million Americans in the streets waving Old Glory all up and down Freedom Plaza. And it's going to be our total repudiation and victory over the fake news media, over the corrupt establishment, over D.C. politics, and letting the swamp know that we the people are taking the reins back of this country.
Hell yeah!
So, another amazing thing, though, that I just heard somebody mention, we've had thousands of people show up to our events, and somehow, magically, we have managed not to bust a single window. Somehow, magically, we've somehow not lit a building on fire. Some way, somehow, we've managed to be disciplined enough not to loot an entire store. In some way, somehow, we've managed not to beat someone to a bloody pulp in the streets. I don't know how we did it. I don't know how we did it, but we did.
America!
But here's the new burden that we have, which is really a blessing. What free speech is all about. We are the media now. Not just InfoWars, but all of you out here, because you'll notice something if you look around. Do you see any mainstream news out here? No! Do you see any local news out here? No. No, they don't come out here. They don't cover this. And just like Alex Jones said, the Second American Revolution is not going to be broadcast on TV. And it sure enough is not. Because you would think that this would be a pretty important story, wouldn't you?
Hell yeah!
And by the way, I'm not seeing any Biden rallies. Where are all these Biden rallies going on? They're not.
In the basement.
In Biden's COVID basement. Yeah, he's having like COVID hearings now. Have you heard this? He's got new plans. Yeah, Biden actually just announced he wants a national mask mandate. You know what I would tell Joe Biden? You take that mask, you fold it in a perfect half, and you twist it to a perfect 90-degree angle, and you shine it up nice and clean, and you stick it right up your tiny ass! He probably would sniff it, actually. Yeah, that's true. Maybe we should just not do that to him.
Right in the point.
He might enjoy that, actually. Yikes. We know Hunter does, sadly. Oh, boy. Oh, my. And this is who they're trying to put in the White House. Of course, it's beyond just a steal, folks. They stole it from the Democrats, too. Kamala Harris was the least popular Democrat candidate, and so they pulled her out before a single vote was made in the primary, so they could then shuffle her back in on an end around, make her vice president, and then make her president of the United States. I don't think so. I don't think so. So this is going to be an exciting week coming up, and I'm hearing that President Trump is going to start having rallies next week. Once again. I think it's the smartest thing he can do right now, because if you notice, if you go back and you look at all the president's last rallies, where were they? They were in Michigan, they were in Wisconsin, they were in Pennsylvania, they were in Georgia, they were in North Carolina, they were in Arizona. All the states the Democrats are trying to steal right now.
Yes.
Now, Harris and Biden went and had events in those states, but you didn't hear about it because nobody showed up.
We don't care.
Trump had hundreds of thousands of people at his rallies, and now millions of Americans are standing up for the man that they elected to be president twice and heading to D.C. this weekend. Many of you are going to be there with us. So I want to say that I salute everybody for coming out here. We salute everybody for supporting us at InfoWars.com. And by the way, we are live at InfoWars.com right now. Alex Jones may have landed in Washington, D.C. He may be tuned in right now. All right. Alex Jones chant. Alex Jones! 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 And by the way, folks, the whole world is watching. The whole world is watching. No, don't even try it. They got an Owen chant going earlier. I don't like that one. Who is the president of the United States? Donald Trump! 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 America! So here's the deal. We can stop this deal from happening, but it's going to take all of us, folks. It's going to take all of us, because sadly, our fellow Americans, a lot of them are still asleep. This election theft has awoken a sleeping giant unlike anything many Americans have ever seen, but still many of us are still asleep. So we have to continue to carry this torch and continue to fight this steal, and you're going to have to continue to tell your friends about it, tell your families about it, and let them know what happened. And show them the graphs. Show them the graphs. You don't even have to bring up all the other stuff that's about to be broken. The rigged voting machines, the dead voters, the Maidengate. Did you guys hear about Maidengate? Did you hear about that one?
Oh, yeah.
People voting, Democrats voting for women under their maiden names. So this is all about to come out. But most people aren't going to believe it or understand it, but they can still see a graph. They can still see the vote Viagra. And so show them that when they tell you that you're crazy. Show them the images of the Trump rallies. Show them how we had a rally tonight bigger than any rally that Joe Biden or Kamala Harris ever had all year. And tell them, even if they don't like Donald Trump, this is about having fair elections. And if they get to just select who our president is, then we don't live in a free country anymore, do we? But here's the deal. The whole world is watching this right now because they want to know that America is still the leader of the free world. And so we need to let the world know that America is still the leader of the free world. And as America goes, so the world goes. And so we must protect human liberty right here in the United States of America. USA! 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 The enemies of America thought they defeated us, but they thought wrong. And so not only did we give Donald J. Trump a resounding victory on November 3rd, we're going to give him another one this weekend in Washington, D.C. And it's going to be so big that even the mainstream news is going to have to cover it. And they're going to hate it when they see 1 million American flags waving up and down every block in in Washington, D.C. And by the way, they heard we were coming. So they tried to lock D.C. down. Did you hear about that? Yeah. They heard we were coming, so you know what they did? They went to their old ace in the hole, COVID. And they said, no, you can't come in because of COVID, and if you do come in, you're going to have a test, and then you're going to have to go into quarantine. Mayor Muriel Bowser can kiss my ass. Because we're coming into D.C., we're coming a million strong, and we're going to stop this steal that you just had over our elections. Yeah! But if you want to take this to the next level, and you want to really go into 1984, we know what the answer to that is, don't we? 1776! 1776! 1776! 1776! 1776! So I want to thank everybody for coming out here. God bless you guys. Thank you. We're gonna stick around for a little bit, by the way. Hey, where can we We're going to go over here, and if you guys want to take pictures with the truck, we're going to be stationed over there for about half an hour. If you are joining the caravan, we're going to be stopping. This is the final stop for tonight, and we'll put out a departure location tomorrow morning. If you're following Stop the Steal Caravan on Parler, who's following that, by the way? Yeah. You guys notice that we broke Parler this week? Yeah. Awesome. That's pretty nice. And YouTube, here's another one. YouTube is down right now, but band.video is up. Stuck on that, YouTube. So thank God you guys supported us so we can make band.video. But we're going to go over here and we'll do pictures in front of the truck. But tomorrow, just follow, either go to stopthestealcaravan.com or follow at Stop the Steal Caravan on Parler, and we will release our departure location tomorrow morning. It'll probably be about 9 a.m. is my guess. So if you're joining the caravan, just pay attention to that. And I think we've got like 30 or 40 cars now. By the way, if you are driving in the caravan, you guys are nuts. Okay? You guys are driving like maniacs. It's okay. No one's going to get left behind. We're not going to ditch you. Just get in the line. We've already had a car accident. We almost had a few more. So let's just drive safely here. We don't need another car accident before we get to D.C. Tomorrow, Raleigh, North Carolina, Richmond, Virginia, and then Friday and Saturday in D.C.
All right.
And this is where we send the biggest message to the globalists and the enemies of America that we've ever sent them, with 1 million people in the streets. And if they want to keep pushing us, they're going to get 1776. So we're going to stop this right here, right now. So we salute everybody for coming here. We're going to be hanging out by the truck. Come over, hang out with us, take a picture, say hello. But I want to salute everybody for coming out here, making this possible. God bless you guys. God bless Donald J. Trump, and God bless the United States of America. The great veterans, and once again, folks, God bless the United States of America. We're going to save this country. We're making history, folks. We're making history together. God bless you guys. Thank you.
Hey, Owen, y'all want to get that group picture?
Yeah, hey. Hey, guys, everybody come in. Let's do a group picture here on these steps, all right? Everybody come in here to these steps. Hey, man, I could have used that speaker an hour ago. What the hell? I could have used that an hour ago.
Watch where I'm going.
Hey, make sure we get a shot of this group. I can't see down there. Everybody smile and say Trump!
Nice.
All right, we got it, guys. We got it. Thank you. All right, we're going to go across the street here. We got the
got hurt. Not bad, but they just went around.
This is Owen Schroyer from InfoWars.com, and the Stop the Steal caravan is rolling on. We have departed from Columbia, South Carolina, and we are on our way to Raleigh, North Carolina for another rally today, a Stop the Steal rally, and then on to Richmond, Virginia. We're going to be at both the state capitol buildings ahead of heading to our nation's capital. And our movement keeps growing. We keep getting more cars, we keep getting more followers on Parler, and we keep getting more attention and people wondering what we're doing on the road and in the cities that we go to. So it's been a really incredible thing to be a part of this, and it's going to be a really incredible thing to see the millions of people that are all caravanning to DC right now for this Stop the Steal weekend. And it's going to be a repudiation of the fake news and the fake Washington, D.C. establishment who wants us to believe that Joe Biden actually won this election when we know better. So we've left Columbia, South Carolina, and we head now to Raleigh, North Carolina, and Richmond, Virginia. We'll see you there.